Hello everyone, I'm Carolyn from Tranquil Mentor and welcome to our channel. Today we're going to be making this Dollar Tree bubble cauldron. I found this bucket at Dollar Tree. It's in the $1.25 section, and I'm going to cut this top piece off because I'm going to be putting it in the cauldron so that I have some space taken up so I don't have to totally stuff everything in there. I cut off that top piece there with this blade type Dremel that I have, and it didn't do really a great job or anything, but I taped up the bottom so I didn't cut myself with it after I was finished, just with painter's tape, and then I filled up the rest of this. So what we're doing here is we're just trying to take up space really and get it situated in the middle. I've got this Dollar Tree $1.25 round. Every time I find these, I grab them because I use them for so many things. They come in handy. You can make signs with them and everything. So I'm going to use that for some stability here. I decided what I would do is I'm going to paint it green. And what I had on hand was this Gloss Spring Green by Rust-Oleum. I'm going to give that a spray. Then what we'll do is I'm going to put that in the top. So we'll stuff these bags in. It fits just right. I got lucky on that. I just found some things and put them together. And what we're going to do is just put some hot glue on here. That will glue on the sign or the wood here. I'm going to hold down on that for a little bit because the glue needs to dry. Then what we'll do here is just add a little bit of pressure. As you look at this side here, this is a cauldron, $1.25, not even in the plus section. This thing is huge and it has so much personality to it. It has the little feet on it. I just thought I'd give this a sand here, do some sanding, and then it needed to be aged a little bit. I couldn't just leave it black, but it has so much personality, like I said. So here I've got these two colors here, some folk art and some Craftsmart metallic paints. I thought that I would just get my little sponge out here, my makeup sponge, which definitely needs to be replaced. I'm just going to dot around here, just dab and drag that paint through and make kind of X's and just fill that in. And then I'm going to take this second one, we're going to go into the silver metallic, do some more of that sort of cross hatching and just go over that. Then also, if you get too much of the silver and you don't want that, you can always go back over with the gold paint too and fill in a little bit. And if you have copper, that would really look good too, you know, make it look kind of rusty. But I just love the way that came out. I can't believe that texture on there. So pretty, and I really wanted to make that stand out. And then here's some spider webbing, and you can get this at Dollar Tree. It's $1.25. I did end up getting 3 packs here. So that spider webbing is going to go on the top. And here are some green lights from Temu. They are silver and they have a remote with a timer. That is not totally necessary, but if you can find one, they really come in handy. What we'll do is we're just going to take this out. I've got a little instruction book here. It does have the remote to it, and the remote has this timer, so you can turn it on. So say if you want it on at 8 o'clock, you turn it on at 8 o'clock, and then every night it'll go on at 8 o'clock, and then it shuts off. I think it's 6 hours. And then here's with the batteries in it, and I'm just testing it so that we know after we don't go through all this work, and then they don't light up. So everything's good there. And then there's this protective shield in the remote. So I'm going to pull that out. And then our remote should, at 8 o'clock, I'm going to put the timer on. Now this is shutting the lights on and off. And I'm just testing the remote to see if it works. They come with a battery in it. The remote has a battery in it. But the other does not. You know, the lights don't come with batteries. So you have to put 3 AA's in. All right. And I'm just taking this. Now this webbing is totally different than what I thought. And they do have this every year at Dollar Tree. You just have to get it early, the green. The orange and the white is usually left over, but I had to get it early because it just goes quick. And it's really different than what I thought. It kind of has this, I mean, I guess it would be more of webbing, the way that that's kind of crinkled there. I kind of expected it to look more like cotton candy, I think. I think a lot of other people really stretch it out and make it look like cotton candy or cottony. What we're doing here is we're just pulling those lights out little by little. They do get tangled a little bit, so you just have to keep an eye on them. I fed them through the one part of the little opening there, the hole where the handle would go. And then I started just weaving them into the webbing, and they've got spiders in there and everything. So I'm trying to get, since it's not very transparent like I thought, I'm really trying to get a lot of lights. Now the only choice I had on Temu with the green lights is the 100. I originally was trying to get 50, but I am glad I got the 100, but I'm going to make use of them by starting out by rolling it through kind of this beginning webbing that we have here. So I'm going to open up this second pack. I'll be piling that on top of the first one. What we'll do is we'll add some more lights into that too. Just really get it piled up nice. I'm going to just start to get a pile of green goo type looking stuff. Then I'm still fluffing and going through and stretching that out. I spent a lot of time on fluffing because that's just what I love to do. So I really got this going, and here's the spot where it really reminds me of cotton candy, and you can just keep stretching it and molding it and shaping it. It really is a lot of fun. And then here's our Christmas craft ornaments. These are 2.36. You get them at Hobby Lobby, and I made sure it was 50% off. When they ran their 50% off sale, I made sure to get these. And these ornaments are a little bit smaller. I think it's 1.36 inches. You can get them. I don't live close to Hobby Lobby, so I got them on their website. And I did wait for that 50% off of the Christmas items. I'm just taking these out. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take all of these out. And I wanted to start out with actually using all Dollar Tree ornaments, but they only had 3 packs of these. So I won't be using the frosted ones, the glitter ones. I'll be using these. And what I want to do with these, they're a little bit greener. So I want to alternate these in here. And then I want to be able to alternate them as we build up to the top of the pyramid of the bubbles. So this guy, I'm just really testing out now what I'm going to do. I'm not quite sure, so I'm trying to get a little bit of a pattern together. And I decided to alternate here just as my bottom row. And I'm going to get a bottom row started in a circle to where I think, now because of this cauldron being so much bigger, I am going in quite a bit more so that the amount of ornaments that I have will work. I've got my circle done here. So this is kind of the bottom of the lay of the land. I want to start continuing to get these lights through. Right now I'm just weaving them in and out, and they shape and everything, and they've got that good silver. If you don't get silver and you can't, that's okay. I'm sure they won't show later. But anyway, we're going through this here, weaving in and out. And then I do notice I can bend them quite a bit more. I was being really careful with that I didn't bend them to where they would break or split or anything. But they are very nice quality. They're very, very stable, and they don't bend as bad. So here we are, and now I'm going to go in and with the second row, and take my little guys and just interweave into here. I found that you can glue one side and hold it and then glue the other, because that way you'll know where to put the other spot of glue. And then you just hold on to them, and we'll move along into the next one. This looks like a really good spot here. And then I'll do glue. Now on this one I'm going to try to do the two, because I feel like I can still move those bulbs around, the balls around a little bit. So we do have some leeway with them not being totally glued down, and we can still maneuver and mold this first layer. We're just getting a shape here and starting to build up our pyramid. As I go to, I'm stepping back a little bit. I'm taking a look at everything. I'm poofing things back together, pushing things back together, closing up spaces, and just going on with this second row. I'm really glad that I bought these lights through early, because I think it looks so pretty when they're finished, that you have the lights wounded all the way through from the bottom up. However, if you don't have enough lights available, you can always just at the very end, when you're done, just start winding them through, and on the outside you can do it that way too. And then I got quite a few layers going here. You can see some gaps, but I alternated, and then I just came up and I put my larger ornaments in, and I'm starting to build that pyramid triangle shape. I'm laying these balls out here because I want to make sure that they go and look the way that I want them to. So I'm putting them in and just rearranging them here. And I can see that I've got some gaps down there, and you can see down through to the spider webbing and the lighting. So I'm going to cover that one up. But it does help to, as you get to this point, to kind of lay them out and just step back and take a look at it and see if they're going where you want them to go, if they're not going on an angle or anything like that. But you can certainly do this. This is a great craft, and you totally have this. I know it. It's so much fun. The Christmas ornaments look intimidating to me at first. I thought they looked a little bit difficult to work with, and it's really not bad. The lighting, on the other hand, can be challenging. So I think I just would know to use your patience at that time, and to just take your time, put on a little bit of music, and just relax and go through the process. It's so fun, and you get such a beautiful effect from these Christmas ornaments. I just can't get over the glitter and the glitz of everything, and just how pretty. I've been seeing them on the internet and seeing them on all social media. I just had to have this. I absolutely wanted to have this. So I'm holding everything together, kind of pushing it together, and still shaping. It's so forgiving the way that this spider webbing works and the way that the ornaments go together. Very, very nice. And then what we do is we have our lighting still down at the side here. We're filling in here, and I got some of the ornaments are trying to run away on me, and I still have some of the ornaments left over from Dollar Tree, the darker green. So I'm going along here and just taking a look at it and seeing where I want to put everything, and just holding it there, taking a look at what it looks like. Then if I decide that I like it, then I put my glue down. Then this, what I'm showing you here, is the dripping of the goo going down the side. And then I put some ornaments on it, and I thought, I think it needs another ornament right down at the very bottom. And you'll see that later on, that dripping down the side. Here's another ornament we'll put in too. You'll see that at the end when I show you the overall image, so to speak. and or the overall finished project, so to speak. That's what I'm trying to say. Alrighty. I'm taking these here and just intertwining them. I have those ornaments where I like them. And now here is another part where I finally decide that what I'm going to do, because the lights keep popping out. So I take them and I put on the wire part, of course, not the light. On the wire part, I'm taking some glue, hot glue, and just ever so gently taking a little bit and just putting that, holding the lights against it, and then that way we're not having this popping out on us, and we're trying to get it through. And you can bend them and you can twist them around and everything, but I just found that at this point, when I was getting up towards the top of the pyramid here, it just was better if I took a few, not a lot, but I did a few little weldments there with the hot glue and then pulled all that together. I'm just right here, I'm gluing down a little bit and I'm just gonna hold it. I have a little bit of a rough angle here and I don't want to touch it, so I'm gonna get my scissors here and just push down on it, and then that'll hold it, and when it dries it will be all set. And then I go back, I take a look again, resize, look into, see if I have any gaps. I've got a couple of little ornaments left over, so I'm going through and taking a look at any areas that I might want to add one, and still turning, fluffing, taking a look at everything, taking it all in. Just at this point, I'm in awe. I'm just loving it, absolutely loving it. It's just so exciting. And as I was saying before, I've always wanted one of these. It's so awesome. And what I'll do with that battery pack, it's too thick to push under, so I'm going to figure out what to do with that. But for now, I'm just going to keep it turned around to the back of the cauldron. And then I find another spot here and I'm gluing and just taking a look at any areas that I want it. I want it to be a little symmetrical, but not. A little pyramidy, but not. So, wow. Oh, I love it. I mean, just look at, and working with the lights on really is a big help, because you can visualize so much more. And if you can do that, it would be a huge help to be able to see how this is going to look with the lights on. And I didn't blink them at this point. And then here, more fluffing and more fluffing of all of this webbing. Here you have it. This is the daytime. The lights are not on. I wanted to show you that it doesn't have to have the lights. It's still very pretty without the lights if you don't have them. If you do have them, that would be great. I mean, it's so pretty. It's just such a gorgeous project and a beautiful craft. Here it is with the lights blinking. I turned it on where it would look like it was bubbling, and there's probably like 8 or 9 different settings that you can choose on this particular one, but they don't have to blink. They can stay straight. You can even have white ones in there. You don't have to have the green. You can even color your lights green. If you have the fairy lights from the Dollar Tree, you can take a Sharpie and color them green. You can do that too if you can't come across them. And Temu takes forever to ship. It was about 7 days, which wasn't bad. Here it is in the dark. Just brilliant. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm just in heaven. I am so excited about the way that this came out, and I'm so happy to have it as part of my Halloween decor, and I will cherish this. I know it. I just love it. If you make a cauldron, share the inspiration and tag us on Instagram, or visit us on Facebook at Tranquil Mentor. If you're already one of our subscribers, welcome back, and thanks for watching our video today. And if you're not a subscriber, welcome to our channel. And if you would be so kind to subscribe and like our video, it helps YouTube notice us just a little bit more, and it supports our channel and helps us to grow. And as always, Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.